Welcome everyone to Favorite Strigmar. It's time for some more Raid Shadow Legends. That's better. Okay. We can just delete this guy. Let's just do it. Boom. Good one. Let's give it a roll. Let's get rid of that. I know he's going to come back alive and be that. I knew he was going to do it. There's no point pretending. First, get rid of his cleanse. And then take him out of the picture. Just burn up some arena. I need to get more bonuses if I want to be better at clan boss. If I've got the opportunity to start farming it, the time has come to start farming it. If you know what I mean. Like if I see some opportunities, might as well take them. It's not every day. That you get these opportunities. Okay. First, we want to target could have won that too. I could have won that too if I'd been a little bit more patient. There we go. Got the Chimar out of the picture at least. Getting the Chimar out of the picture was big. It should doom that. And then we can focus her then. We should be able to kill this Rector. I should have killed her last time. I did some stupid things. Okay, please. Please let this be the end of... Thank you. Let's just take as many of these as we can. Okay, we're dead. I knew we were dead the second that Arbiter went first. We're dead. That's all we really need to do, I think, for that. But yeah, I had to do it. You know I had to, right? I had to do arena. All right, well. What we're going to do now. Of course it's a quest. Of course it is. Well, let's pass the time with some hydra, shall we? And refresh this, see if we can get anything easier. Of course not. Of course we don't really get anything easier, just other question marks. Okay, well, this is the real event here. The hydra. You know it. I know it. We got to do hydra. Now, the only question remains is what we want to set up. So I think I'm going to go like Akoth is viable and we'll be using him for another key. Actually, let's just do him with full fusions, shall we? Sounds about right. Well, fusions and login rewards champs. Let's do a team that everyone can access. Granted, everyone can technically access these champs because I got them all free to play, but that's another story, man. Like, that's definitely another story. You could just build 2 spirit hosts. Let's throw UDK in the mix. What other free champs are good for this? I mean, Renegade's a possibility, but as bad as it sounds, I want to try Apothecary with that. See how it works. Because Apothecary is a much more accessible champ than a lot of these other ones. But so is RB. But how many of you guys have RB? How many of you guys have Arbiter? I don't know. That's the problem with that part of the equation. So, ooh, I have a despicable idea. Here's the genuine truth here. Here's the genuine truth. You know, a lot of people have access to this champ. So, you may ask, what does that have to do with anything? Everything. Yeah, pretty much everything. Now, you may ask, what is the use of doing this? Well, glad you asked. So, the reason I'm doing this is because I know she's both an accessible champion. Okay, first things first, we gotta get our resistance up. Why? Because most content is gonna require her to be high resist. That's just a fact. And she's accessible. That's the important bit here. She's accessible to people. This doesn't seem like a big deal until you realize that a lot of people don't have access to this, to a lot of fancy champs. So that is why we're doing this. We'll just leave it at that. Let's upgrade these to 8. Because we need them at 8 minimum. All right. No. It's time to do the hydra. With all free low requirement champs. UDK is technically 1. Technically. We are going to need to go long, and we're going to need multiple cleanses over time. We also are going to need to not do this on auto. Yes, I could do the flex champs with Kimi, etc. That's totally within the realm, but I wanted to prove that I could do something else. Now you may ask, what's the double cleanse for? Is the fact that this boss throws out a lot of true fears, especially on the head of torment. And if you don't have something to deal with the head of torment, you're in for a very bad time. So that's the ultimate reason why we're going for anti-head of torment tactics, because this is the rotation with the head of torment. You know? You need double cleanse. There's no getting around it. Pretty much. Unless you want a fight that doesn't last long. And the problem is you gotta go long if you want these burns to last. If you want to do any kind of decent damage, you will need double cleanse. There's no getting around it. That's just the harsh reality of the matter. Okay, got the burns. Because we need to get to at least 1 million. At least 1 million. At least she has a passive heal that can't be shut down. Yeah, I had a feeling we wanted to free him. Why did we want to free him? Because he's the AoE burn. Yes! That's why. The ACOTH is the AoE. Okay, we got over 1 mil. It's not a PB pace. But we have more burns where that came from, and we can make other teams. I had a feeling we're coming up on this, but the fact that we can do over 1 million with a team with all free champs pretty much is a triumph in and of itself. And I don't even have time for anything more because I have to go. There's no more time. Time is a very limited resource. And people don't understand how limited time is until they don't have any.